in 2024 season, I knew I was gonna miss a lot of the rut, and so I am hunting more of the pre-rut. So I took off from October 25th and I hunted until November 1st. So I didn't get my main camera with me on every single hunt, and I had some really cool encounters that I did not get filmed, but here are some of my highlights from my pre-rut hunt of 2024. Hope you all enjoy.
Alright, I'm all set up for the evening hunt. I came in here about 3 o'clock and there was already a doe just bedded in the hayfield down here, so kinda had to wait for her to leave, and she saw me and snorted and snorted and snorted, but by the time she left it was like almost 4 and I felt like it was too late to go to another set. I'm hoping the deer come up right below me. The wind is going this way. So usually they like to come up, and I have a scrape right below me. Right there. So the bucks often come up and check that scrape before they go up on top to feed, so beautiful evening. Sit it out here tonight and see what happens. Wish that doe hadn't blown out of here, but
This nice young 8-point cautiously approaches the field. He checks it for danger pretty well before he comes out into the open. It's a nice young 8-pointer, probably a 2-year-old. These bucks are both 8-points, and I have to say the one on the right is tempting, but he is only a 2-year-old, and we've been trying to up the age class on the farms that we hunt here, so I opt to pass both of these bucks.
I watched these bucks for at least half an hour and had a lot of footage of them. This would have been my opportunity to shoot this buck right here, as he is easily within range. But it was really fun to watch these bucks for as long as I did. You can hear the coyotes howling in the background, and one of them came out into the hayfield behind me, and this buck saw it and got nervous, and they decided to get out of there. Alright, so it is October 25th, and I'm gearing up for an evening set. I hunted, today's Friday, I hunted yesterday, and today we had a cold front come in. This morning it was 25 degrees, and I hunted a food plot. I kind of wish I would have hunted in the timber, and I saw a young buck and a doe, and last night I saw a good shooter and had a little excitement with him, but didn't get him close enough. And I did not get very good footage of them. I sort of had a self-filming fail, and my self-filming didn't go good. You can see the buck out the right side window here a little bit, but it's just really hard to film by yourself. I finally give up on my camera and just shot a little bit of footage of him on my phone, so at least I could show people. He was a really nice buck. This is a buck that I called Great 8. I came really close to getting this buck that night. I had him under 40 yards 2 times and watched him work a bunch of scrapes. He just kept running back and forth so much, I never got a good opportunity. So it was 25 degrees this morning, so it really did cool off. So I'm going to go in and set a hidden clover plot back in the hardwoods here that I have not hunted yet this year at all. And so I saw that good buck a couple hundred yards the other way, and so I'm going to try hunting this one tonight and see if he shows up again. Kind of doubt it, like he could be miles away, but this time of year it's just tough. These bucks are just out kind of scoping stuff out and running scrapes, and hard to know who's going to show up where, but go in here and give it a shot. That evening the action was pretty slow, and I got down a little bit early before last light, and when I got out to the edge of the woods I looked up in the hayfield to see this buck coming across the skyline. The footage is a little shaky because I was pretty excited, but this is a really nice buck. It wasn't a complete surprise to see him. I knew this deer was around and I had a lot of pictures of him, but he sure was impressive in real life. I would go on to see this buck quite a few times during the bow season, and I had him really close to archery range a couple times, but it never quite came together for me. The next morning I'm hunting a stand I call my kill plot, a little clover food plot, way back in the timber. Pretty late in the morning I finally catch a doe that is coming into my neighbor's food plot. Here I finally spot the buck standing up at the top of the food plot. It doesn't take too long, and next thing I know, he's chasing the doe right to me. He chases the doe off into the thicket, but a couple of minutes later, he comes back grunting and chases her back through the food plot again. That was pretty cool. He was like 23 yards, so I can usually make that shot. Oh man, I wait all year to see that. Love watching him chase it. He snort wheezed while he was down here. That was the coolest thing. That's a buck I call Moose. He's got a lot of palmation. And he's a 2-year-old. I really want to see what he would go another year. It's always a gamble. It's like somebody else might shoot him, but guess I'm willing to risk it. I've got 2 days left. I know there's better bucks around. Well, that's going to be a wrap for this morning.
The next morning, I had a really good encounter with a really good 8-point I call Mike, and another smaller, probably like 100-inch 8-point, and came really close to them, but never got a good shot opportunity. And so this concludes my 2024 rut hunt.